Biggest takeaway. What would you think of the biggest difference was?
Very simple. The talked about it before the game to you guys and to the team. If you don't play hard against that team, you're going to get exposed. So, you multiple times in the first half, we have a numbers advantage in transition on the defensive end, and guys just run by us. We talked about matching their physicality. Didn't do that to any extent at any point in the game. Maybe there's brain fog from 3 and 4 nights. I don't know. I don't remember ever talking about going under versus lasers and Gillespie's making threes and Royce O'Neal's making threes going under. It's just, I don't know. It's a weird sort of thing. It really is. It's like the Monstars taking over people that you've grown to coach, and they're not doing anything that they normally do. It's weird.
And I suppose a lot of that is just reflected in the turnovers, the fast break points. It's all kind of part of that, right?
Yeah. I talked about it. I went through everything, all the things that get reflected in playing hard.
Luka pointed to his 9 turnovers and took the blame for the result of tonight. Particularly, he said in the second quarter, he thought like Phoenix's schemes were a little confusing to him. That's the word he used. What do you think of his on-ball execution tonight, and where do you think he could have made some tweaks?
Yeah, in terms of the scheme, they never went to any sort of blitz or shock or anything like that. Mark Williams did a great job of just being big. He's got the second highest standing reach in the NBA. So whether it was a post up, whether it was an off ball thing, whether it was pick and roll, he just was in the middle of the paint the whole time. And their guards did a good job of being physical and forcing us down there. And once you're down there in that tight space, you're not going to get the ball through, and that led to a lot of turnovers.
JJ, you guys have had stretches where you've looked like versions of that team and generally have found your way out of it. Were there moments tonight where you just kind of knew that wasn't going to happen? Did you kind of sense that it was like, it was maybe more of a takeover of Monstars instead of just sort of
the basketball gods reward you, and they also punish you. And so in the moments when we had a chance to be rewarded, we didn't do what we were supposed to do, and we got punished. And that was throughout the game, not just a singular moment.
I think you used the word earlier was weird. You've seen things maybe 2 other times this season where you've had similar just not playing hard. Yeah. You've had 17 games from Matt's correct of playing hard. Like, how do you digest that bigger picture especially as you guys enter the quarter or finish up the first quarter of the season?
You got to look at everything, rotations, schemes, all that stuff. Yep.
Luka on a one-legged floater near the top of the key. Got it. Moments later, great zip pass along the baseline to Austin Reeves for the 3 ball. Luka, that matchup with Dylan Brooks, this was a beautiful shot, James.
Yeah, and when you're making shots, you don't notice the lack of ball movement or stuff like that because Luka he's great at that. Took advantage of Brooks.
LeBron looking to scratch for the first time. High archer. Gets the bounce. His first bucket. Here come the Suns, though, Rob.
Yes, right here. Great penetration by Brooks. He gets to his spot. It's like SGA. Those 2 guys love that shot right there.
Luka working baseline. Finding a way to get a bucket. That's a nice luxury. Suns with the ball. Former Laker Jordan Goodwin. Booker. He makes a 3. And this is when Luka and Booker were kind of going back to back, going at it a little bit. Everyone was having fun. Both stars exchanging shots, James.
Well, yeah, it's entertaining. But if you noticed, everyone else is just kind of standing around, not moving. You like this. You like Luka taking advantage of the mismatch, going inside. I like that.
He's got 20 in the first quarter. Colin Gillespie finds Nigel Hayes Davis. He makes the floater. Game tied at 31 after 1. Second quarter, Rob. LeBron backing up Ryan Dunn. And he's got 4 early points.
Nice little fadeaway jumper right there. Lucas said, I did that early. He was copying me. Right there over the top. Great defense, but better offense.
So offense looking much better here in that first quarter, as you can see right now. Lakers trading baskets.
It's good ball movement. Got it in the paint, inside out.
Lakers with a 4-point lead, actually, but there it is. They get the turnover and then give it right back to the Suns.
Yeah, when I saw this kind of upset me because, nobody helped out the big. He's in a crash and rebound.
Yeah.
You got to slow him down and get in front of him, but they just looked at him like, we're not going to help you.
Yeah, that's where the game started to turn. Arabia gives them a lead. Take a look at that clock, though. James, you'll see this again. Good finish by Jake.
Yeah, good execution.
His only
there.
bucket.
Just a little pick and then slides into the paint.
Luka and 1. Get to that 4-minute mark, and here's where the run starts. Turnover. Mark Williams alone, big game for the dunk.
Yeah, turnover in the backcourt led to a layup and then a lob over top. That looks like one of our plays to 8, but this one was Mark Williams for Phoenix, and then another turnover leads to a fast break, Geeter.
And then a 3-ball rob by Gillespie, and all of a sudden they're down 8. Timeout.
Yes, he got to his sweet spot, Talk about Burton, talk about how well you can shoot that J. He's shooting it. That's a turnover right there for me.
And then look at them get down the court. Dylan Brooks. 19-4 run. That was all in 4 minutes, 66-52. And you can just tell by the look right there. Third quarter, much of the same. Suns up 16. More Brooks, big game. There's that spot he was getting to all night.
Yeah, he's got a strong upper body. He gave Austin some of his own medicine, getting to the paint with the bump and 1.
You're hoping the Lakers could win this quarter. If they can win the quarter, get it to 10, you got a shot. But another dunk. Luka getting into the paint. Closest the Lakers would get right here. Got it down to 12. But then Rob, more turnovers.
More turnovers, too much handling of the rocks. Right there, I don't understand why you didn't get the ball back right there. The ball was right in front of your face. Poke it and loose.
No, 1 steal? 1 steal, no blocks.
Man, his shot is much improved. He was a streaky shooter before, but he's really worked on that shot. Very consistent.
We mentioned the 28 fast break points. Gets behind the Laker D. Touchdown.
Yeah, to me tonight really showed you when you take bad shots and they don't go down, and every time you contest the shot, you snowbird, that's what happened.
96-77, the Suns rolling. Fourth quarter. Ayton puts it in. Guess who? Gillespie.
Just knows how to move to the level of where the basketball is to get his shots off, just like that one coming off that little handoff.
Dunk. 19th turnover. LeBron's 3-ball gives him 10 points. That streak started back on January 6th, 2007. And it continues. Lakers are now 15-5. They fall to the Phoenix Suns. The 7-game win streak is over. Dylan Brooks leads away with 33, Gillespie 28, Goodwin 13, Mark Williams 13. Luka led the way with 38 points for the Lakers. Reminder, next up for the Lakers, they begin a 3-game road trip versus the Toronto Raptors. Tip-off is set for 4:30. We'll have pregame coverage here on Spectrum.